The heart is a hollow muscular organ that pumps blood throughout the entire body. Each time the heart beats, it pushes blood through the blood vessels of the cardiovascular system. First, I'll tell you a few simple things. The arteries take blood away from the heart, while the veins take blood back to the heart. A blood cell is able to make it through the body because each time the heart beats, it shoots out blood with tremendous force. Red blood cells suck up oxygen in the lungs and carry it to cells elsewhere in the body. The atria are the upper two chambers of the heart. They receive blood that comes into the heart. The lower chambers of the heart are called the ventricles. The ventricles pump blood out of the heart and out to all parts of the body. The atria are separated from the ventricles by valves. A valve is a flap of tissue that prevents blood from flowing backward. The heart has two main phases. In one, the heart muscle relaxes and fills up with blood. In the other, the heart muscle contracts and pumps blood forward throughout your entire body. A group of cells called the pacemaker, which is located in the right atrium, sends out signals for the heart to contract. The pacemaker constantly receives messages about the body's oxygen needs. It adjusts the heart rate to match. From some arteries, blood cells flow into tiny vessels called capillaries. In the capillaries, substances are exchanged between the blood and body cells. From the capillaries, blood cells flow into veins, which are tiny vessels that carry blood back to the heart. The heart has two main loops that keep blood flowing through you and keep you alive. In the first loop, blood cells travel from the heart to the lungs through arteries and then back to the heart through veins. When blood cells flow from the body into the right atrium, it contains little oxygen but a lot of carbon dioxide. The blood cells then flow from the right atrium into the right ventricle. Then the right ventricle pumps blood cells into the arteries that lead to the lungs. As blood cells flow through the lungs, large blood cells branch into smaller ones. Blood cells then flow into tiny capillaries that are in close contact with the air that comes into the lungs. The air in the lungs has more oxygen than the blood in the capillaries. Oxygen moves from the lungs into the blood. Now that the blood cells are oxygen rich and carbon dioxide poor, it flows into the left side of the heart. In the second loop, blood cells are pumped from the heart to the rest of your body through the arteries and then back through the heart through veins. When the left side of the heart is filled with the oxygen-rich blood, the blood then moves to the left ventricle. From there, the blood cells are pumped into the aorta, the largest artery in the body. The blood cells then go to all parts of your body through tiny capillaries. These vessels are in close contact with the body cells. The oxygen in the blood moves from the blood into the body cells. At the same time, carbon dioxide from the body cells go into the blood. The blood then flows back to the right atrium through veins, and the loops repeat.